Hey guys, welcome back. I want to show you a chocolatey yet healthy dip enjoyed in a house with some fresh fruit and crisp warm bread. This chocolatey goodness is quite fudgy and delicious, choco full of super nutritious chickpeas and antioxidant rich cocoa powder. You can add peanut butter if you like, but I have skipped it and instead used honey, or you can also use maple syrup or sugar. Making this healthy chocolate hummus is as simple as blending the ingredients in a food processor, and it can last up to a week if kept in the fridge. We usually eat it long before that. So let's get cooking. The best part of the recipe is that everything goes inside one single jar and you blitz it and you form the hummus. Now basically for a hummus, I have done the videos in the past where I have done an avocado hummus or a classic hummus. There are two parts to it. There is the chickpea and then there is the tahini, which is the sesame paste. Now I am using a ready-made or pre-boiled chickpeas from a can, and that's a lot easier. But if you want to boil your own chickpeas and make your hummus, that's perfectly fine. Also when you use tahini, now tahini is made out of sesame seeds which are pureed with oil. Now that's very important as a component to go with the hummus. Now if you don't get tahini ready-made, you can also refer to my video of how to make a tahini in the past and you can learn from that. So again, like I said, it's a very simple recipe. It is just basically chickpeas and it is tahini, and classically it's made savory or salty where you add in some garlic and you add some fresh herbs, or you can add anything and make it your own style. This one is with chocolate, so there is no spice as such, but although when I say chocolate, I'm not going to be adding any chocolate as such. So this could also be a very good vegan dish to serve to your guest. Instead of chocolate, I'm actually going to use cocoa powder. But when you use cocoa powder, always try and use unsweetened cocoa powder. Also, as I say, is vegan. I'm using honey, but you can substitute that with say jaggery or with sugar, or you can also get a vegan honey, even that would work. Very simply, to start, the first thing is you put your boiled chickpeas in the jar, add in the unsweetened cocoa powder. Now the unsweetened cocoa powder gives the nice rich color. If you want a really dark color of your hummus, you can actually add more of cocoa powder to make it darker. But if you add too much, it does tend to become slightly bitter, which I personally like a lot. Then goes in our tahini. Tahini is basically sesame pureed with some oil. It gives a very nice flavor to the hummus. I'm going to add some salt. So I've got sea salt here. The salt gives a very nice flavor to the desserts. It brings out the sweetness. I'm going to add in vanilla extract, a dash more. Oops. Yeah, around half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and lastly goes in the honey. Now the honey, the tahini are both liquid and they help to actually form the smoothness of your hummus. Makes it slightly thin. I'm going to reserve a tiny quantity of honey at the last. I want to use it as a garnish. So I've got a small half a teaspoon still left. Okay, now goes on the most important thing which people don't really add, and that is going to be ice cubes. The ice cubes go in now. What the ice does is it keeps the temperature down of the hummus. It adds a certain kind of a liquid as a cold liquid that prevents the oil from splitting in the hummus. So, and what you get is a very nice, smooth, rich hummus. So around 7 to 8 cubes of ice. If I need to add more, I will add more. And then all you do is blitz it together. I'm going to lock my blender, and here we go. This needs to blitz a little more. I'm going to add a couple of more cubes of ice. There, the hummus is now ready. I'm going to have a look at it. It looks nice and smooth, just the way it is supposed to be. Yes, look at it. It's got a nice rich dark color and it's nice and smooth. I'm going to transfer the hummus into a bowl. Now because this is freshly churned, the hummus is going to be slightly thin. I will transfer it to a bowl and keep it in the fridge for approximately 10 minutes so the thing settles down and thickens up. Hummus should be slightly thick and not too thin. Here we are. See that? It's nice and smooth. You can make this hummus and you can keep it in a fridge and it will last you for a good week very easily. So this goes into the fridge for approximately 10 minutes and I take it out. I'm going to then plate it up for you guys. The hummus is now ready, my chocolate hummus. Now you can have that as a spread onto a toast or in some crackers and that's perfectly fine. But I'm going to show you how to make this very simple dish even more interesting. And that you achieve by actually putting some nice garnishes. I have this wonderful bowl which I'm going to use here. I just love different ceramics, different kind of a texture, different colors. I just think that food comes to life when you use all this stuff and make it a little interesting. You can use, I have one beautiful bowl, but you can use small, big size bowls, variations and put them on the table. Even that would work fine. Now watch that, it's very easy. Hummus in the indents of the bowl. That's the first one. And then the second one. Oh, it smells so nice. And the best part is it is quite healthy. It's got honey, it's got chickpea, it's got sesame paste, which is tahini. And there's no extra any fat into it as such. So it's pretty lean, it's quite nice to have. And it's healthy. That's the most important part of eating nowadays. You want to do things which are interesting, which are a bit different. But at the same time, they are delicious and they look nice and they're good for you. So I've got 4 variations. On the first one, I'm going to sprinkle a little sesame seed. On the second one, I'm going to add some chocolate balls. The third one, I'm going to add some coconut flakes. Oops. And the last one, I'm going to do variation. I kept the honey on the side. I'm going to make a little indent, make it flat. And I'm going to spoon in some honey. Just in the center. Oops, a little clumsy me. And on top of that, I'm going to sprinkle some chocolate. So there you have the 4 variations on a single chocolate hummus. The first one topped with some sesame seeds, the second one with some chocolate balls, the third with flakes of coconut, and lastly the fourth one with some honey and with some grated dark chocolate. Now the best thing to accompany these are some fruits. So I've got some sliced pear and I've got some sliced apple and I've got some crackers here. So there you have it. My chocolate hummus with some crackers and some fresh sliced fruits. Make sure you guys try it at home, make it for your friends and family, and lastly do not forget to tag me. So until next time, happy cooking.